Hey guys, and welcome to the live stream. This will be a first, and we'll be with you in just a few moments, getting a few extra things ready, and we'll be ready to start. So hang tight. A few extra things. And welcome to the stream. This is going to be epic. I cannot wait. We have just a few more moments until we are able to start the actual quest and get started. Now, if you are a early access, if you've purchased the Midnight Epic Edition, then we will be going into Midnight today for the first time. So be ready for that. And let me know where everybody's coming in from. Are you from the NA? Are you from the EU? What brings you to the chat today and to the stream? Hopefully, we will be seeing something pop up shortly. Looks like we may already have one. No. Okay, so let's go to the suggested content. Nothing is popping up yet, but we have a couple more minutes to go, or at least one more minute. Okay, that is not it. Usually they have an NPC in here, in this area where we're standing, and I'm not seeing anybody there. Now, okay, hold on. Something just popped up, guys, so let's head on over and check it out. Midnight. Okay, it says play the movie. Accept the summons and travel to Quell Donis to avoid the to aid the Vanguard. Okay, and here we go. I don't know about you guys, but I've been excited for this for some time, and I, I'm excited to get into the game and get things started. Now, today we're going to go about this a little different than normal. I'm going to do everything I can to power level and get this character to max level as quick as humanly possible. Because by doing that, you actually unlock the potential of leveling all your other characters and making all the gold that you will ever need. You're going to unlock things like your war band bonus XP buff. Your kill streak, of course, is as you kill more, you're going to be able to get more XP. And there's just a lot of different buffs that will unlock once you get to level 90. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to do everything we can to pour into this and power level. Okay, so okay, hinder the attacking void forces. Let's bring this guy down if possible. I guess he is not going to be a quick and easy pull. So we're going to need to work together as a group to bring him down, I guess. Now, the one thing that I did want to mention with regards to the um, what we're calling the kill streak, okay, but the deal is you do not want to slow down at all. You want to keep going because the more you go, the more you move, the more you uh, bring that much more damage um, to the enemy. And even when you are fighting them, you need to stay moving. Do not just sit in one spot because when you do that, you're going to make it to where you are not going to get your streak, and you want that streak. The killing streak is what gives you a large bonus on everything. So also try not to die any more than you absolutely have to. Utilize everything you can to stay alive. Potions, that's one thing that I definitely brought along. Potions, water walking potions, invisibility potions, food, and goblin gliders. Now, goblin gliders, they're back, and they are very, very, very important. Also, stay in the group with as many people around you as you can. You don't have to be in the group with them, but you do need to be in a group around other people. Okay, that's very important because for everybody that is around you, you're gonna get a bonus more or less, getting you more XP as you go. Right. Uh, that is something else that I wanted to go over. As you go, if you see something like a profession node, don't take the time if you're power leveling. Now, if you're not power leveling and you don't care how long it takes you to level, go ahead and mine. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do. However, you don't need to mine while leveling. Okay, now you can. It'll just take you a lot longer to level, and that's fine if that's the way you want to progress. But for me, I'm trying to get there as soon as possible. My overall goal for today is I want to hit level 90 before I log out tonight. Now, will I get that done? I don't know. Now, as you can see, the bar over here is filling up. It is filling up slowly, a lot slower than I had hoped, but it is filling up. Okay. Make sure that my talent trees did not get reset, as Blizzard often does in expansions. So we are at 15%. Like I said, don't stop to smell the roses, as they say. Okay, if you have a any idea that you're wanting to power level, you don't want to do that. Also, if you're interested in finding little tidbits and tricks and so on about Midnight, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel because that's what we are dedicated to bringing you. It's all the tips and tricks that we can find that we feel will help you out. And as you can see, the experience is a little bit sporadic. Some of them will give you 40 right now, and some of them will give you 7 or 8 right now. We're not going to worry about that. We're here to kill as many as we can, and go from there. Let me bring my pet up. I should have already had him up. As a hunter, one thing that I always try to do is I always try to keep my pet alive as long as possible, simply because without my pet, well, there's a lot of damage loot being lost. Um, and that's why, if you notice, I have attack for my pet on the first keybind. A lot of hunters don't do that. They like to go up here and click, but I find it easier to always make sure you attack with your pet that way. And as I said, always be moving whenever possible. If you die, it's not optimal. I mean, you don't want to die, but if you do, get right back in there and start attacking. So, where's everybody from today? Is anybody from the EU, or are you all US? And tell me a little bit about yourselves, where you will be playing from, and what character you'll be playing. Will you be playing Alliance, Horde? What kind of character will you be playing? Hunter, Warrior, what have you? Okay. Now, if you see these spears laying on the ground, pick them up and fling them at the big guy up here, the boss. It helps bring him down, and the quicker we bring him down, the better, because he can do a lot of damage from where he's at. And also be sure that you're talking to the ones that you're supposed to. Help them up, because that helps your bar as well. 77%. We got one more that we've got to find and recruit. So far I'm enjoying the way things are breaking down. I'm enjoying the graphics. I think the graphics are awesome. The way they got it set, with everything flying around, and it's just got a very natural feel to it. And I also like the way they've redone a lot of the zones. Now, the zones themselves that we had from 2007, they was awesome for 2007, but we're in 2026, and that makes a big difference. So with the way the game is set up this time, it will play differently than in the past. You're not going to want to play this expansion like you did any of the others. If you do, you will be playing it wrong. You'll be not as productive, and that is not something any of us want to find out. That hey, if you're playing and getting ahead of the game, so to speak, we got an early start because we did you know we did purchase the early access, the Epic Edition, if you will, and by doing that, it gave us a heads up. It gave us a head start. But we definitely want to keep that head start going forward. Now, I don't know how long I will stream today. It may be 1 hour, it may be 2 hours. But I do typically try to keep the live streams at between 1 and 2 hours. So that's what I try to aim for. Live streams will be periodic. I've not set a schedule in stone yet, and I don't plan on it, to be honest. I want my live streams to be different. Everybody else has a schedule. They have a set time and set date that they'll live stream. I don't want to be that person. I want to be the person that you always have to wonder about. Are they going to be live streaming today? Is it going to be, when will they be live streaming again, right? So let's go ahead. We've got one more to find, and I'm not sure where they are. It says that we have one more to recruit. Okay, for right now, I'm just picking on the quest. I'm just going to go ahead and pick the ones that give me the biggest gold, the most gold. And by doing that, it's going to help out. Because right now, if you notice, the item that we had, the item that we had just now show up in the rewards. They was only a item level 120. Now for me right now, I'm sitting at an item level 130 overall, but most of my gear, their selves is, or itself rather, is 140, 140-ish, so it's not not an increase. It don't help me. So if it don't help me, I'm not going to go out of my way to worry about putting in new gear just because it came from this expansion. Okay. Now we need to go turn this in. Where does it turn in at? I don't see a turn in on the screen. So okay, so I guess we're going to go back this way. And always be moving as quick as you can when you go through these little areas, because the quicker you move, the quicker you level. The quicker you level, the quicker everything works out. Now, I've got to find I guess a teleport to get up, um, because I'm not seeing. There we go. Now, typically, I'm one that I like to watch for little shows and so on. Be cinematic, a level. Blizzard typically does awesome on them. And on my next character, I will be watching and paying attention to each and every one, but not on this one. On this particular character, I want to hurry and get through it. I want to hurry up. I want to level and get to 90 so that I can then start to power level my other characters. Now, I've had some friends that have wanted to level with me, and that will be going on. So if you are interested in leveling with me on a different character when I start leveling my army of alts, be sure to let me know. We've already got one of my friends, and he'll be a guildmate shortly, that definitely wants to level with us, and he will be doing that in the near future. So, looks like what we've got to do here is rescue civilians and kill a Gloomstress. I'm still in awe of the way they've got this all set up. It's really cool. It's almost like you're going home to the way it used to be. Okay, which I love. I love that. I'm a big fan of Blizzard's way of doing things. Even back in 2007, when this content was originally released, the Blood Elf starting zone and the Blood Elf cities, in general, I thought it was awesome then, and I still do. So we've got to kill as many of these as we can. Now, where are we at on the level? Looks like I'm sitting at 33,215. I'm not sure why the bars are not moving at all. Because if that's the case, the bar should at least have one bar filled, but I guess we'll find out. Now, if you are going to try to heal the ones that are on the ground, like over here, it says you have to have a healing salve. Or you can just have Arator do it for you. He will heal them and you just get the credit for it. Be sure to lay out as much as you can all at once. Give it to 100%. Make it count. You want to kill as many as you can. Now, if you're looking, earlier we was getting 40 experience. Now we're getting 450. And that's because we're getting the kill streak, I believe. Um, Again, this is all new. And also, if you're one who enjoys the auction house, you're going to want to stick around for a video that I have coming up soon. Because the auction house as we know it is gone. It will forever change, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What do you think? Now we are looking for 2 more civilians that need rescued. They may be over this way. That's where I'm thinking they are. We need at least 2 more to complete that part of the quest. And then we go and kill the Gloomstress. Now, also depending upon which character that you are going to be on. Hold one moment, guys. Okay. It's for some reason it's not letting me invite my buddy here, and I'm not sure why. It's letting me set notes. If anybody knows why, let me know. Because so far it's not letting me invite Helm, and I'm not sure why that is. It may be Blizzard, at a certain point you're not able to do that. I'm not sure how that's. I'm not sure what's working against us there. Okay, view friends, add to favorites, but it's not letting me invite them. So I'm not sure what's going on. Be sure to, if you do know why, be sure to let me know. It definitely is something odd, because any other time I've been able to invite people, invite them to live stream, invite them, wherever, whatever, and be 100%. But this time around, it's not letting me add Helm, so I'm not sure why. Now, if you are killing and you see a group up ahead, like a group of Alliance Horde, it don't matter. It really don't matter. Go ahead and run over to them as quick as you can, so that they also can get in on the kills, because when they get in on the kills, you're going to get more of a killing streak. Now, why? Because the more you kill, the better. And you don't have to be in a group. You do not have to be in a group with them. All you got to do is get in on the kill. It's kind of like in the War Within, when you would get a tag on something. You tagged the boss, or you tagged that monster that everybody else is killing. If you tag it, you will get a part of a kill streak. The more of a kill streak you get, the more experience you get. Also, and I'm not sure if anybody is aware, But it is. Hold on one moment. It is definitely a something new when it comes to rested XP. If you have rested XP, let's say what time I'm leveling this character, right? I've got another 13 horde characters that are gathering XP. Now, in years past, once you got to the max, I guess you would say, for that character, for the XP. Okay, can anybody see me or hear me? Because it said that I disconnected. And now it says I'm reconnected. So I'm not sure what happened there. But I am back, so that's the important part. Okay, so here we go. Just making sure everybody. Okay, so now I'm kind of confused as to what happened there, but I guess we'll figure it out. Okay, so we got to kill 16 of these guys. Okay, I'm not sure if you've seen that. It disconnected me again. I'm not sure if this. I'm not sure if the game's having issues because everybody, but I mean, I've messaged a couple and asked them can they still hear me, and everybody can. It says we are aware of an issue affecting our authenticators, which may result in slow or failed login attempts. Um, we are currently investigating the cause and will provide updates as they are available. Now, it's not letting me back in. If you're in the chat, anybody that's in the chat, are you experiencing the same problems? Let me know. Comment in the chat here so we are, so I know what's going on the broader level. Because currently it is not letting me. Uh, Not letting me log back in. Okay, we're going to try this again. If not, I may have to end the stream and just hope for the best on the next one because I'm not sure why this is doing this. I'm going to go ahead and click quit the game and try again from level like this or from load. Okay, it says logging in. Looks like I may be getting back in. I mean, we're going to hope. Okay, hopefully that is it. Hopefully we are back. Um, this is Blizzard at its best. You know, it happens every expansion. Anytime you have early access, or if you would have waited until the release on Monday, it could do the same thing. Um, it may be bugged with this part here, and I'm not sure. I guess we'll see. Um, because it was not disconnecting me until we got to this part. So I'm not sure. We'll try to get past this part very quick so that it is uh, not going to do that if it is because of it. Trying to put as many of them down as possible. One more, and that does it. Okay, so now we've got to hover above these boats that we're seeing, the little dinghy, I guess is what they're called, and we're supposed to save the people on the boats. Okay. Hopefully it was that quest that was bugged and causing the issues, but got a buddy of mine here, and I feel bad because he's wanting to join the group. He's wanting to level with me, and by all means, that would be awesome to have another person in the group to help. But for some reason, when I try to go to his name, as you can see here, oh, whoa, it does say invite now. That is awesome. So, well, now we are in the group, and so we got to kill 12 of these little midget spiders, is what I'm going to call them. I don't know what they are, but these little annoying pests here. And I got to say I love the Harrier's Cry. If you're a hunter and you've not tried that out, oh my God, you've got to take a look at it. It is awesome. It is basically you have an eagle that swoops in and attacks, and it's very very good. So, and now at least I can see the screen is, or my bar is filling up, which is awesome. Earlier I couldn't even see that. And I swear, I think that this is because of that Blizzard may be having some kind of a blip. They're very famous for that. The only thing is now the bar is in purple, which is rested, and I'm happy with that. Um, says it don't tell me how much rested XP I have, which is kind of odd. 100% rested. No. It 19% rested. Now, always, guys, keep food with you. That's what I was getting ready to have to do is eat myself because if you don't eat, you will die a lot more. Oddly enough, the food, if you looked at the auction house yesterday or the day before, but food, they had food that was only given like 8 or 10 health. 8 or 10 health, I'm not joking. And people was selling it for like 45,000 gold. And that just blew my mind because, well, quite frankly, that's a lot of gold for any kind of food, right? Well, then I found these little guys here, the big fountain goldfish. You get them out of the dock or the fountain at Dalaran, by fishing there. And it's very easy to get. And they give, you guessed it, 45,000 experience versus the others given like 8 and 9 experience. Looks like my buddy is phased out. He is in a different phase of the game. Hopefully he will be able to catch up soon because where we're phased out, I guess I'm not able to go back and help him get to me. Now that could mean that he's ahead of me. It could mean he's behind me. I'm really not sure. Okay, got that done. Now, what are we supposed to do here? Maul Spawn Harbinger. Where is this guy? I'm gonna guess that he's on the boat, so that's where we're going. Now, one thing I will say that I find different about the game now is that if you, in the previous expansions, okay, if you wanted to level all the way to the top and do so using spamming dungeons, hey, you could do that, no problem. Go ahead and spam them dungeons and level on up. But now you can't. That's not even, well, let me rephrase. You can, but you shouldn't. Okay, you can, but you should not. And the reason you should not is that it's not an efficient way of doing it. Now, you get better gear at an open world after you've enabled your boost. You get better gear in open world than you do in the actual dungeons. Okay, it says, oh, there you are. There you are. Let's go ahead and give this guy a try. I may be out of, maybe underpowered here because he is not going down easy apparently. He's going down slower than I am, but hopefully we have some people come along and join in and we can kill this dude because right now he is looking tough. Okay, I'm going to have to feign death and let me eat and get my health back. I'm not sure what is why he's so tough. I mean, let's see. He has 274,000. I have 102,000 health. So that may be why. He may be tough because where I have people in the group, it's making him stronger and tougher. So we'll have to see. Okay, bring out my bear. Let my bear do its thing too. Yeah, hopefully we may be able to get this guy down. It's looking interesting to put it mildly. He is definitely not going down easy. Bring my bear back up to full health. Oh, good to see you made it, buddy. Glad to have you here because this dude was kicking my butt. And now we can go turn it in over here, I guess. So we go back up and over. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to kill this guy. He is an elite, but we are trying. He is a Void Gorged reserver, and he has a lot, and I mean a lot of health. He's got 329,000 health. That's a lot for a first level character. You know what I mean? You're expecting to have characters that are your level. I believe Blizzard is actually trying to get away from that, where they have people that are, expecting, You know, if I'm level 55, you'll be 55. If, you know, my health is not going to be very much different than yours. But that's not the way it is now. Now they have everything set to where it is dependent upon a lot of different things. And so at this point, he is actually going down pretty easily. I mean, I'm surprised that he is dying so quick. Because the only thing that's fighting him right now, my buddy is trying to make it here as quick as possible. But he is going down a lot quicker than I thought. Because the only thing fighting him at this point is me and the NPC, which apparently was enough. Apparently that was enough. So let's see if we can find the NPCs to turn this quest in. Okay, I'm not sure what is going on or why it's doing it, but it looks like my buddy here is phased. He's phased out. He's not in my in my phase, and I'm not in his phase, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Anybody know? If so, please let me know. That way we can try to fix it and be on the same page, on the same level. Ooh, we got another elite. Now see, that's what I don't understand. Looks like he is up ahead of me, and yet earlier it looked like he was standing right on top of me and was doing, you know, doing whatever fighting, I guess, and yet it tells me he's out of phase, but he is in a different phase than me. Okay. Try to stay out of. Try to avoid dying is what I'm trying to do right now. And I don't understand why it has me and Helm in a different phase. Could it be that Blizzard intends for you to go through this part solo? Or I'm just drawing a blank as to understanding what's going on. Bring my bear back. Now, I will say that it's kind of cool the way they have everything set up. Like here, you're trying to, I guess, activate these bots, and well, you have these bad guys trying to keep you from activating them. Now, once you kill the, or at least activate that one, he runs off to do his thing. And as a hunter, the great part is you have aspect of the turtle. Now, aspect of the turtle gives you a shield, okay, and it allows you to go ahead and activate that mob, activate the robot is what I'm gonna call it, and keep going. Now, are you going to be able to do it without fighting? No, but you are going to be able to do it. Now here, I was able to do it without getting into battle. How many of them do we need to activate? 5. 5. Okay, go invisible. So camouflage comes in handy here very, very, very much. Which I've always liked having camouflage on my characters in general. You know, as they say, kind of hard to be a hunter if you can't use camo. I mean, what's one of the very first things real life hunters use? Camo. They use it to keep from being detected by the prey that they have. Whether it be a bear, turkey, squirrel, whatever. Whatever you're hunting for. Now, I'm going to say that I think overall everything so far is being very, very smooth, other than the little disconnect thing. But if you know anything about Blizzard and about the way that Blizzard's launches go, then you understand that the disconnects, they're bound to happen. Okay, if they don't happen, then you can't say you was actually at a Blizzard event. Launching, whether it be early or not, you can't say that you was in one, because quite frankly, that's all a Blizzard rite of passage is what I call it. Now, also, one thing I will say, in previous expansions, solo level was okay. It was great in some ways and not so great in other ways. But ooh, this guy's going to be interesting. And he is part of a quest that we're on. So we'll be killing him shortly. We kind of need to watch, make sure hopefully somebody else will be ready to attack him and go from there. But okay, well, I guess we are attacking him now. And as they say, when you play Midnight, the one thing I've got to say is bring it all and give it all, because you will need everything you got. You'll need all your buffs, all your you'll need food, you'll need potions, you'll need everything you have, because otherwise you're, well, it's just not going to end well for you. Now, this guy, I've got to say, I love the fact that Aratar is here to help heal you, I guess is the best way of putting it. Because whether he's fighting or whatever, he still lets out a comment. You will not, the light will protect you, you will not fall today. And that's when you get a little boost of health. Stay out of the purple stuff on the ground, obviously. Okay. Wow. He was a interesting one to kill. Let's try these out. Melt up. And any of you who watched one of my previous videos, wanted to say sorry about that. I actually did not realize that my speakers was on, and a lot of times when I'm playing, I get so wrapped up into the game, I really don't pay attention to that. And my speakers was on, and you could hear the flapping of the wings of the griffin. I was on one of my alliance characters, and you could clearly hear the flapping of the wings, and you was hearing them way louder than they should have been, and it made it more difficult for you to hear me than to hear them. And I've now got that solved. I went in and disabled the sound of my game what time I'm streaming or doing videos or what have you. Okay, these guys, these elites, now they're no jokes, guys. I mean, they are going down slow, and I've got to say I'm enjoying it, because in the past, like back in the days when I first started back in '04, the game was more, well, as I've said in one of my videos, more dangerous. Okay, you didn't have to wonder if if I sit here, will I be killed? Yes, you will be. most likely you're going to die if you sit in one spot. Like if you went AFK sitting on a path, well, the thing that they told you was if you sit on a path or travel a path, you're less likely to be killed. That didn't mean you was safe because nowhere in the game was you safe. You could come back dead anytime. So, I've kind of missed that because, well, up until recently, it's been so that, well, you could sit down right in the middle of a pile of mobs, and you're not dying. Okay, you are not dying, no matter what. They are not going to be able to kill you. And that was something that I've kind of missed. I mean, yes, I just got killed, but it was a good fight, and I enjoyed it. Now let's get in on this fight. And like I said, years ago, people would walk by, run by, see you fighting, they'd jump off of their mount, and they would jump right in and help you, right? For years, that's not been the case. Now, hopefully, it comes back to that because, well, I'm hopeful. Now, back in the day, they used to call this the dancing technique. You would see a lot of rogues and hunters alike dance around, jump around and all that. And back then, really, it didn't help anything. It was just something that people did a lot. And there you go. But now it actually is helpful for you to jump around like that because by doing that, you're actually you're moving around more. And in Midnight, moving around means a lot more to your progression than it does standing still and just biting, and killing and being killed and all that. It don't help you to stand still. It helps you to move on, to move around. And to always make sure that your pets, if you're a hunter, that you've got your pets summoned and ready to go. Now let's see here. Where is the mob that we are looking for? Is now one other thing that I would say is if you are moving around and you see what, well, like this one, this is not the treasure. The treasure's on the inside. If you can get to it as you're leveling your first character, now leveling your first character and your 15th character will be 100% different. Because for your first character, you're gonna invest a little bit more time. And you're going to invest more time. You're going to you're going to have a lot more going on. But what is going to help you? Ooh, I love these potent healing potions. Restores 50% of your health. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. But the way I look at it is you're spending more time to get your character to where it needs to be so that you can spend less time in the future. So, wow. Okay, we are going to have some major difficulty with this guy. Let's go in here real quick. Okay. Well, I've got to say, after playing now for a little over an hour, 1 hour 15 minutes, that this could shape up to be one of my, well, it is shaping up to be my all-time favorite expansion. And prior to this, I will say that my favorite was Wrath of the Lich King. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out because only thing I can do is we're going to try to bring this guy down solo with us, with me, Eritor, and my pet. For some reason, it is not letting me and my buddy play together. It tells me that he is in a different phase. It's not letting me even see him. Other than I can see that he's in the game, I can see that he's around me. But as far as him being able to help me or me being able to help him, I can't. So, I'm not sure why that is, but I know one thing, it's very annoying to be in a group with somebody and not be able to even help each other, you know? So, okay. Hmm. Now, the great part about the turtle shell is that you can actually use it to help you be able to summon your pet. Because let's say your pet dies in mid-fight, no big deal. Go ahead and summon him right on back. All you're going to do is use your turtle shield and boom. You're no longer affected by being hit and you can summon him. Okay, this is becoming very annoying. Okay, so we need to hopefully stumble upon somebody else killing the same guy and assist them. Okay, this brought me back to the quest giver, not to where I was needing to be. Okay, the beauty part of the auto hammer. Ooh. Okay, so now I need to find the one that we have been trying to kill for the last 15 minutes, it seems like. I know it ain't been that long, but it does seem like it's longer, I guess, because, well, it just does. Let's see if anybody has any quest up for this one. And I don't see that they do, so that's not going to be very helpful. Actually, it appears that somebody is trying to kill this dude now, so let me go ahead and get in a hit. Okay, this is awesome. Now, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and let you know this stream will end at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. So that's another 34 minutes. We're going to see just how far we can get done during that time. And then we will see what we can get done between now and the next stream. Or next video. Now, I will say this: the streams are not going to be as frequent as some channels. I know some channels, they will do a live stream, 4 or 5 times a week, or a couple times a week, or whatever, especially during the beginning of a expansion. Okay, I was hoping my buddy over here that's running around, I don't know who this guy is, but hoping that he would um, need this character or this mob too, and that he would join in. Apparently now they are. So that's good. We will be able to get this one down because we have more people, um, and that's great. hmm So I'm a little bit just aggravated that I'm not able to bring my party in on this, because it looks like that they are. Hey, hold on. Now it looks like they're caught up. That's awesome. Looks like we are now in the same phase. Whew, that is good. And that's going to help all the way around. How do I get up there? I'm not seeing a way up unless maybe there's a stairwell back here. Nope. I don't know. That's kind of weird. So let's go ahead and mount up. And we're going to run across here. Okay, what do I need to do here? Twilight, Saboteurs slain, 10 of them, and 6 wards. Okay. Now we're getting there. We can actually hopefully get this done quicker now that we've got the whole group able to play together. That was just very weird. I mean, I've never had it do something like that before. But I have seen a lot of weird stuff over the years with launches and updates and okay, here we go. That's the wards, I guess, that we need to. I thought it was something we had to kill. I guess not. It's a actual crystal that we need to um, interact with. So I'm not seeing the crystals though. I mean, maybe they're. Ah, there we are. Okay, let's knock these out, kill them. Oh, don't want to leave one alive. Okay, so now I see how to do this. We've got to interact with these crystals. We need a total of 6. I've got 3 so far. And you just, I guess, keep climbing, and sooner or later you get all 6. That's the best I can say right now. I wonder if they have any of these potions on the auction house yet. Because, and the reason I'm asking or confused about that is the more of them that we can get, the better off we're going to be. Because they give you 50% of your health, and it's just instantaneous. So, if you've got a million health, it's going to give you 500,000 health. If you got a million health, we need to talk. And, okay. So now let's see. I've already interacted with this one, so I can't again. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Okay, so it shows one here. There we go. Okay, so now we just did a bonus objective. Now guys, please, just like in Warlords of Draenor, which in Warlords of Draenor, I love the bonus objectives. I would always go to the one area there. Can't think of the name of it. Oh, where is it? I would always go to Gorgron and do all of the bonus objectives that I could. Not turn them in yet, and then use a health potion, or a XP potion rather, and then turn them all in at one time. And it was massive amounts of XP that you got that way. I went from, and I can't remember if it was 1 hour or 2 hours. I think it was 1 hour. I went from 0 to, I think at the time it was 90 or whatever it was back in the day when it was relevant. I went from all the way up to max level in like no time, like an hour, hour and a half, 2. So it definitely was an interesting way to level, you know. Okay, now let's pick up this quest here too. Collect 7 legendary weapons. Wow. Can we keep them? I hope. Hmm. Yeah, this goes a lot easier with a group. Now, I'm not saying you have to be in a group, but it does go easier. So let's go inside here. And I guess we go up. And teleport up here, grab this weapon. And grab this one. That gives us 2. Okay, so let me know what are your thoughts about the expansion so far. Now you got to keep in mind that as time goes on, more people will be playing, and you'll have bigger groups of people that are interested in killing a certain mob, and you'll have bigger groups of people that are just ready to assist, if nothing else, to help them. Because the more that you help them, the more they help you. You know. So it is a very good thing to help other players. Uh, for years, people helped all the time, but then for some reason it just um, went away. Nobody was wanting to help anybody else. Yep. Uh, that is going to be helpful. And another great part I'm seeing that I really love here is that you have people who are seeing things for the first time, and yet many of them are more than willing to help somebody else because, well, let's face it, helping that person helps you, and as a whole, we all progress a lot better that way. Okay, now back down. How much more do we need on each one? We need 3 more kills and 4 more weapons. Is anybody here from the EU? And if so, are you excited about having the game open up for you tomorrow? Or are you kind of not feeling it? I know some people have said that they're not really excited about it because they feel that the patch, or as they're calling it a patch, I call it an expansion because that's what it is. They feel that it is more of a chapter, not an actual expansion. And I don't see how they feel that way. I don't. They're saying it's because this is a three-part world saga. Okay, World Soul Saga, right? But it didn't say it was a three-chapter world saga. It said it was a three-expansion world saga. And that is all that, that's all that means. So, okay, we need 4 more weapons. So, 4 more weapons, and then we'll be moving on to the next quest. I'm hoping that each time we level up, it gets a little bit easier as far as each one of your characters, because I do know that a lot of people are complaining, I guess is the word, or confused, ever how you want to put it, about how leveling one character is going to help you with the others. But from what I've seen, from the way I've seen and read and experienced, you're more or less going to go about this as a let's level our characters, and by doing so it's going to make it to where you can level quicker on your other characters, and it gives you a bonus. Now it's kind of like with the warband. I don't know about if anybody here has done the warband yet, but if you have, you'll understand what I'm saying. When you was leveling your warband, or you was adding so much percentage to it or whatever, right? Well, your warband gave you so much percentage toward every other character that you leveled, right? And that helped a lot. So that's kind of the way this works. It is going to make it so that the more you level, the better you do on your next character, right? So it's going to make it so that it pays you to have an army of alts, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Right now, it pays you to have an army of alts, because the more alts you have, the better user friendly, I guess is the best way of putting it, that the game becomes. So there's number 6, and over here is number 7. Okay, so now let's go turn these in. And see what's next. Oh, I wanted to check something real quick. Endeavors. Okay, it still says 3 more days. So your endeavor don't come into play just yet. Find the one that is worth the most. Actually, do we have a bow or a gun? We have a bow. Okay. So this is going to help a lot. Next, we're going to go up here. I'm going to mount up, make it quicker. Apparently, we're following the mob. Okay, and we've made it. Okay, channel the light. Okay. Cutscene. Okay, now we've got to escape on a Dragonhawk. So far, I don't know about you guys, but so far I'm loving it. I think this is without a doubt a step. Well, it's a step backwards in the right direction, if that makes any sense. Okay, it is. It's a step backwards in the right direction because the way that World of Warcraft was back in what most people call vanilla. I just call it World of Warcraft because that's the way it was when I started. And the way that it was back then, man, everybody helped everybody. It was an awesome game. You didn't, just look out for number one, as they say. You looked out for everybody. You looked out for your people you didn't even know. Matter of fact, I met one of my best friends in the game by helping him out. He was getting slaughtered at in a battleground, and back then I'd done battlegrounds quite a bit. But he was getting slaughtered in battlegrounds, and I come along and helped him out. And after that, he quite frankly loved the fact that I was willing to help, and we become very, very, very good friends. Okay, now what is it that I'm supposed to do? Boyd. Okay, I got to repel these guys. Okay. So we've got to kill them. Okay, that's easy. That is easy. A lot easier now that we're in the same, um, apparently in the same game. That was one of the freakiest things I ever had happen. I mean, it's obviously everybody just now starting. It's like it ain't like everybody is in a different time zone or a different game zone, or if you will, or whatever. But and then all of a sudden it's telling me that we're not able to interact because he was in a different zone. So, but yeah, I could see him on my mini map. And we've got 10 minutes left of this stream, y'all. So if anybody has any questions, anybody has any comments, be sure to drop them down in the chat now. I'll be sure to try to answer your questions before we end the chat or live stream, rather. And if not, and you're watching this on the playback, let me know what your favorite part of the leveling experience so far has been. And what level are you at? Did you make it all the way to 90? Are you stuck in a place somewhere between 80 and 90? Well, what is your experience so far? Okay, so now that me and my buddy are both in the same area and able to slaughter these guys, it's going a lot easier. We are now both 96%. One more kill should kick us over to the 100% mark. I would like to at least get, at the very least, I would like to hit level 85 tonight, if not 90. And 90, of course, is the overall goal. I mean, that would be awesome. Where did he go? And if you're hearing a something in the background, that's my dog. I have two. I have Hoover, who is a box hound, and I have Rowdy, who is a cattle dog, a herding dog. They are both indoor dogs. I've had them since they was puppies. They are almost, well, one of them is 6 years old, and the other one will be soon. Okay, that's the weirdest thing. Because I've never had it do that before on streaming. And any of you who have ever watched a channel called Hawk Gaming, if you're not already aware that Hawk Gaming is me. And okay, where is? I thought we was supposed to mount. I guess we're supposed to go on our own. I thought that it would have a mount for us, but nope. And I'm not sure what we're about ready to unlock by going down here. I know that we have quite a few different things down here apparently. One of the, obviously we have a turn in, and then we have a lot more to do. But where is the turn in? There we go. So, okay, guys, I'm going to just. I've got a few questions, but I would like everybody to answer and let me know. What is your favorite zone so far? And also, what is your least favorite quest so far? For me, I've not really found any least favorite, as they say. I think they're all awesome. And I still try that Blingtron thing. I still try it. I don't know why. But okay, that one is. I thought I seen a gun here. I guess not. I see a bow. If you're a hunter, have you noticed that the way they do now, it seems like they're trying to push all hunters into using bows instead of guns. Now, for me, I've always been a gun hunter. I've not been one. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Check in with civilians around the city, and for doing so, you get a piece of gear, which I'll sell. A supply bag, 50 Silver Moon Court reputation, and you also get a shell, which I've not had, so that's 10 extra house points. So yes, that's definitely one I'll take. But guys, it is that time. Unfortunately, it's time for me to end the stream, and I do appreciate you spending the time with me. If you would, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe, and I greatly appreciate all that you have done. Until next time, keep leveling, and be sure to watch all my videos upcoming, because more will be pouring out. There's a lot more to do and a lot more to see. Till next time, have a